is what I want to know. Does Portland, is there a possibility that they get enough back for that number 3 pick that they actually think about trading Lillard for more draft assets and building around the number 3 pick? Or do you think they're just dead set, Dame's staying here, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get him somebody?
I personally believe what they should do is what you were just speaking of, is, get Dame to move and get Dame on the move, add extra picks, build around Simons, Shaden Sharp. They got a good young core already, a good couple young pieces. Use the number 3 pick. You draft either Scoot or Brandon Miller. I mean, Dame's what are you gonna get? Pascal Siakam, maybe Carl Anthony Towns, and somebody like that, as just hypothetically speaking,
Yeah,
you know, and that doesn't even put Portland over the top. Like that puts them into the playoffs, I believe. But how far into the playoffs is the question. They need to make some drastic moves, in my opinion, to turn into a real contender. You already Dame deserves to. His stubbornness is going to cost Portland, and they'll move a number 3 pick. Which, if Brandon Miller or Scoot Henderson turns out to be a super talent, they're going to regret that in 5 years when Dame is no longer there, or if Dame decides before that he wants to go.
yeah. I think ultimately it comes down to what they get back. Now, it's funny you said Pascal Siakam. I had to mention to my boy Yoni the other day that Siakam has been linked to Portland at times, and in my opinion, if you could somehow see, I would be trying to unload Simons. I do like him, but I don't like him and Lillard side by side. So if I'm Portland, I'm trying to pack Simons and the 3 pick and get a guy like Siakam and maybe a draft pick coming back too, because I think Toronto got like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8.
13.
And my whole thing, to like put in perspective, say they make that move and they get Siakam.
Yeah.
I think Portland with Siakam is better than Toronto's current roster. And Toronto struggled this year.
Nah. Portland, with if you're running out 4 of your starting 5 is Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, Pascal Siakam, Nurkic. That's good enough to compete in the West. I don't know if it's good enough
The
to
West
win.
is tough though, man.
No, I agree, but we've already seen Siakam win as a number 2 with Toronto.
Yeah, his
I
number
think
2 is prime Kawhi.
yeah, but he's also better now. I think Siakam's better player now than he was then. And I think Damian Lillard, we've seen him in big moments. He's big time, bro. And
I think
if
that
if
roster
you're
would be
Portland,
very injury prone.
if you're Portland, don't you just want to get him in the playoffs and see what he can do?
Nah, it's time to blow that up, man. People try to hold on to ashes, and it's like, Portland is not going to win a title with Damian Lillard. The ship has sailed. Like, even okay, like if you trade Simons, the number 3 pick, and you get Pascal Siakam, what? So you traded the number 3 pick, and you gonna get what? Maybe the 8 seed, maybe a play in. Like, is it really worth it? Like, sometimes I just feel like teams hold on way too long. Like, it's time to trade Dame, get as many picks as you can, because right now he'll probably go for like 2, 3 firsts and a couple players. You know what I mean? Reload your team, start over, get assets. But it's time. It's time for Dame, honestly, and it's time for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, Tony, are you on the same page? Are you think maybe trade Lillard is the option for them, or do you
I
really think
would, but I don't think
I
it's
would too?
I don't think it's happening.
It
Yeah,
just
fuck.
depends what they get back for 3, right?
At 3, you can at least get Siakam. You may be able to get even something better than that, depending on who comes available or whatnot.
It also depends what Charlotte decides to do, right?
Yeah.
Also, that, yeah. Because
So
if they had love a guy at 3, then they're like, then if their guy, say they love Scoot and he's gonna fall to 3, then they're like, all right, maybe we have to trade him. Like, this kid's too good.
just build around Scoot all the way at that
He
point.
is. So I think it will depend on stuff, and then also Jeremy Grant's a free agent. They definitely need to bring him back if they're gonna trade the 3. Like they need him back for sure.
I don't think he would go anywhere either, truthfully. I honestly don't. I think it's a good spot for him, especially if they're going to go out and try to retool the team to compete.